All right, we are live and we are back. I am, however, still trying to work out the technical difficulties that we were having earlier from my guest, Mr. Dodd. Um, I'm not sure what's going on. I have to figure this thing out. Obviously, this is, we're fairly new to this right here. I like the Google Hangouts, but we're fairly new to um, this program. So we're gonna work it out. So hopefully he can join us on this conversation. But I just wanted to spend a few moments with the listeners, with you guys, in regards to this topic, child support. And as you can see in the title, the new child support, which really just means and represents that um, there should be some sort of new system in place because right now it's not beneficial to really none of the parties that are involved based on how it's set up according to that's just my opinion and based on the conversations that I've had with multiple people in regards to the child support system. Forgive me for keep looking off. I'm trying to get some things situated for my guests to appear on here with us. um, let's see if I can send them this link and maybe that can work. All right, I just sent you a link, Mr. Dodd. You can try that link and see if that'll get you in here. And but anyhow, yeah, child support. The word itself, it just has a negative connotation to it, and there's a reason for that because the word child support and the system child support it has damaged so many different lives, um, particularly the black families and things like that. I mean, it's not necessarily all about the race and stuff like that with me, but it just so happens to be that's majority of the victims of this superior system that's in place. It's not working out in our favor to really help us the way that I think that it was designed to do. Um, However, but if you're listening to this right now, um, at this very moment, um, and you want to go more in detail about this, and maybe you have some stories and stuff like that you want to share in regards to the child support system, whether they're good or bad. Um, I'm interested in hearing what you have to say in regards to your personal experiences with child support. And that's what this conversation is pretty much about. Um, my personal experience with child support hasn't been good at all. I have to be honest and say that I put myself on child support in the beginning, thinking that being misled that it's it's child support, but really it's just about money. And the name of child support itself should be changed to something other than child support. And I'm sure I'm not the only man in the world that's been, I guess you could say, suckered into what that really means, what that's really about. I was young when I signed up and put myself on child support, thinking that I was doing something for my children, which it probably was doing something for my children. I don't know. My story's unique and it's very odd. It's very crazy what my story really consists of in regards to my children. I can go into further detail about that on a later date, but if you're interested in knowing about that, which I encourage you to know about that, so you can know what you can hear it firsthand, a real life situation and scenario, how child support really it damaged, the future that I thought I might have had for myself, which I'm still going to obtain that future. But the fact of the matter is, I have to overcome this massive obstacle in the process. But in the meantime, I don't really want to get into that. This is really just a formal or informal introduction to 100 Forces. But as you can see there on the bottom of the screen, you can go to our website and you can look into what 100 Forces is about. I'm not that type of guy that can just sit around and let these things that 100 Forces, or excuse me, let these things that Child Support has. Well, getting a notification here. I'm getting just got a notification here saying that my guest cannot enter the room. Try that, man. I just sent you another invitation. Try the new invitation. But anyhow, I forget exactly where I was going. Yeah, so the negative that was all associated with my particular situation, dealing with child support, it's all bad. So I can get into that on a future video with the listeners, with you guys. Also, in closing, and I pretty much already talked about this, the damage that child support has caused thus far, just with the American people, particularly the like the poor and the middle class. It's done a lot of damage, even to the custodial parent, the parent that's depending on the system. I don't think that it was intended to create what it's created, but it created a monster, and there's huge side effects based on what it's created, and it's not healthy for the generations to come. There's a problem that needs to be fixed in the child support system. So I'd like to believe that we have a solution for that, and but it's not really up to me to believe it. It's up to you guys, the listeners, to get involved and to believe in what 100 Forces has to offer as far as services and things like that. It's up to you guys to believe in the system that we created, not necessarily a system, a program, I should say, that we created to steer away from the current status quo in regards to 100 Forces. So I'll close on this note right here. I appreciate, whoever listens to this that wants to get involved with this, and I appreciate that. I encourage you to get involved, at least to hear about the details of 100 Forces and what we're about. I truly encourage you all to look into it. This is a matter that shouldn't be taken lightly, because the vision for 100 Forces is it's a nationwide vision. So again, and I'm not even for sure if I said this, but it's there on the bottom of the screen. My name is Miguel Taylor, and this is 100 Forces, and I do thank you all for listening. Have a good one. Hello?